of the Argyle International Airport Development Company, Dr. Rudy Matthias, facilitators, invited guests, esteemed ladies and gentlemen, all, a pleasant evening to you. It is indeed a pleasure for us at the IADC to host you to this evening of discussion, during which we begin the conversation as to the way forward for the Argyle International Airport and what it is we need to be doing now to prepare ourselves to take advantage of every opportunity that will come as a result of its operation here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. My role this evening, however, is not to lead the discussion, but to update you on where we are currently with the construction of the airport. If I leave any gaps, and I hope I don't, my CEO is on hand armed with more information than you will ever need to fill those gaps. So relax for a few minutes as we take you through the site and show you the making of an airport called the Argyle International Airport. The airport site is divided into 3 kilometers, and in this capsule we will take you through all 3, beginning at the first kilometer. Remember, I said this is a capsule, so we are going through this quickly, so stick with me and don't get lost along the way. Where I'm standing here is on the fringe of the first kilometer. If you look behind me, you can see where Fort Hill and McConney Yami Hill used to stand in all their glory. Now there's still some hill over there, but not as much as we had become accustomed to when we talk about Argyle and we talk about Fort Hill and McConney Yami Hill. Also within the first kilometer is Johnson Hill to my right over here. And all 3 mountains we have been able to take down substantially. Now when we started in 2008 here in the first kilometer, where the bulk of the work at Argyle was, we had to move these 3 mountains. These were the 3 major obstacles in this area. Today they are no longer obstacles per se, because we have significantly reduced those hills almost to rubble. And it is a feat that we are so proud of, that we have been able to accomplish that in the short space of time that we have been working here at Argyle. Also, we have been able to start the construction of the runway, laying out the runway all the way over into the 3rd kilometer. And if you see the work going on behind me right now, the workmen are filling up that valley that we need to have completely filled so that we can start the pavement of that section of the runway. To be able to reduce those mountains behind me to pretty much rubble, we have had to employ the use of explosives, and we have been doing so for a while now, working on a 3 days a week schedule, Tuesday to Thursday at 1 o'clock every day. Last year we had some problems in that the drill machine broke down and that set us back, but this year we have really been going well with it, and so far no problems. Also, to catch up on time loss, we have added another day, and now we are using Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. We just want to thank the residents in the area for being so cooperative with us and helping us to move this project along with the blasting. We know it is quite inconvenient for them, yet they do it on a daily basis. They come with us, we're allowed to blast, and we settle them back at their homes. Thank you so much, and we are hoping that by employing the additional day we will be able to have this blasting process finished by the end of this year, all other things being equal. Also within that area, you can't see it now, but we were able to construct box culverts in that 1st kilometer, and those culverts go right down to the sea at Warco. And the purpose of those culverts, that's to take the water off the runway to prevent it from breaking up. So when the rain comes, nothing will settle on the runway and the water would go right down to the ocean at Warco. So soon, where I'm standing here, we will not be able to stand because the work is going so quickly that perhaps the next time you sit in the forum like this, or perhaps the next time you take a trip to Argyle, you will not see this road. You will have to use a new road that we are currently constructing so we can give permanent access to Warwick, Mount Pleasant and Argyle. We are going to be moving out of the first kilometer. As you can see, work continues there, and we are going to take you over into the second kilometer to show you what is happening over there. Here we are in the third kilometer of the project. I know I promised you I'll take you into the second kilometer, but we'll get there. But first we're going to do the third. And here in the third kilometer of the project, we have several more things that we need to do. But let me tell you first what we have done already. And let me get out of the way so I can show you. If you look straight across, you are going to see only a hill, and below that there is a house still standing. Now on top of that hill, where one of our several weather stations is still located, used to be the site of the old Argyle Catholic Church. Now the church is no longer there. We have pushed it down a few weeks ago, and next to that we used to have the Argyle Apartments. That too is no longer there. So those buildings are down. And of course, you know that we already moved and relocated the cemetery. That cemetery is now in Peruvian Vale. We are awaiting the start of the earthworks to have that entire hill removed from there. Below that is a house, and that house will soon be removed, but in the meantime we're using it for storage. And when we have removed what we have inside it, then that house will go. Lower down here we have some more material that need to be moved, and we have some old containers and what looks like an old asphalt, part of an old asphalt factory. That too, that's in the process of being removed from the site. So once all of those things have been removed from the site, we're going to be pushing the work further here in the third kilometer. We have some good news. The old Roman Catholic Church is down, but the Catholics are not without a place to worship. They have already reconstructed their new church on this side of Peruvian Vale, and that is just on the opposite side of the Oasis Hotel. So the Catholics are worshiping there, and very soon they will have that entire building completed. Of course, that side of Yambu is quite picturesque, and it will add tremendously to the entire atmosphere when you're coming in here at Argyle. I can tell you something, it promises to be one of the most picturesque airports in the entire Caribbean, if not the world, the Argyle International Airport. We're going to move a little further away to my left so we can give you a southern look of the Argyle International Airport runway, and we're going to go a little further left here so we can show you the airport runway strip. Just as a reminder, for those of you who are wondering or may have forgotten, when planes are coming in to land at Argyle, they will come from the southern end of the airport. They're going to be coming over Bacchus. They will land and they will taxi their way to the terminal building, which is located in the second kilometer of the project. And when they're leaving Argyle, they will go that way north over Peruvian Vale as if going towards Viable. So just move across with me as we go left to show you some more of the airport runway under construction. We're still within the third kilometer of the project, overlooking the second and the first, and you can tell that I'm excited being out here and telling you all of this. Every time I come out here, I mean, I work at Argyle, and every time I come out here I am more amazed and I'm excited just about the look and the feel of the place and the tremendous amount of work that we are doing here at the Argyle International Airport site. And from this vantage point, I can tell you it is a beautiful sight to behold as you look down there. Behind me is the runway being constructed going back into the first kilometer right across the foothill and Yami Hill. Behind me also down there in the 2nd kilometer, you can see the construction of another set of box culverts taking place, and the water from those culverts coming off the hillsides, of course, would drain right into the Yambu River. The Yambu River is another area which we have started paying some attention to, and later this year we should see some work started in that area to have that part of the river that would flow under the runway spanned. Also down there in the 2nd kilometer to my left, we can see the back of the terminal building under construction, and I really can't wait to get over there to show you what's taking place over there. It's really phenomenal, and we can't wait to show it to you. If I turn again to my right, going south still, you will see that we have started work on the permanent access road for the residents of Mount Pleasant, Warraco and Argyle. So those of you who like to fish and eat treachery, don't worry. When this airport is finished, you will still be able to come to Argyle using that access road, go down to the river mouth and get your treachery as per usual. So that's taken care of. And of course, access to Warraco would be there uninterrupted. And we are working like that so that we maintain as much as possible the environment here at Argyle. So don't move. Stay with us. We're going to go quickly into the 2nd kilometer where the terminal building is under construction. Lots and lots of Vincentians working over there. By the way, in the field and within our administrative offices, we have some 210 persons working currently, and among them we have 50 Cubans. When we go across to the terminal building, we have 177 persons working there, I am told. Remember, the OECC, they're the contractors for this terminal building construction, and among the 177 persons there, I think we have some 29 expatriates working. So a lot of Vincentians working here at the Argyle International Airport. Move with us. We're going into the 2nd kilometer. By now, I'm sure you already have a good picture of what is happening here at the Argyle International Airport site. But we have brought you even closer to the action here in the 2nd kilometer where the construction of the terminal building is taking place. And this area is rather fascinating. We have a lot of young men working in this area on this part of the project. And the sense of pride they feel when you speak to them, it is as if they are bursting with pride. This is our thing, this is our project, we have to get this done. And that is how they feel about it, and they are working steadfastly, and they are really working quickly to ensure that this terminal building is completed on schedule, and they have up until November next year to complete this terminal building. Now, our terminal building is going to have 3 floors. Of course, we have the ground floor, the 2nd floor, and the mezzanine floor. We are constructing a state-of-the-art terminal building. Everything you can think about that would be in an international airport, you'll be able to find here at the Argyle International Airport, and then some. Of course, it's going to be uniquely Vincentian, as we want when you walk through there to feel that sense of pride, Vincentian pride, and recognize and appreciate the tremendous amount of work and effort that went into getting an international airport constructed here at Argyle. Now, also on this part of the site where I'm standing here, this is going to be all taken down, and this is where your parking lot is going to be. Of course, the entrance to the terminal building will start on the New Wynwood Highway, and we're developing the road just to my right here so that you can enter from the New Wynwood Highway, come in here. A little further down, we're going to have constructed the cargo terminal, and that too will have its own entrance and exit so that the passengers and the cargo don't have to mix at any given time. So our parking lot would be here. We have our entrance to the terminal building, and our cargo terminal will be that lower down here. Next to the terminal building, just above here, we are also going to be constructing the firefighting and rescue station. So all the amenities, all the facilities that you can think about will be here at the Argyle International Airport, and the work is ongoing, and by God's grace, all things being equal, the weather permitting and everything, the unforeseen circumstances, we should be able to have all the works completed here by the end of 2013, because we're really looking forward to starting operations here in 2014. I do hope that you have enjoyed the tour around the project site, and I hope you have a better appreciation of what we are doing here and how far we have come. At this point, I want to pause a bit so that you can relax and enjoy the view from within the terminal building and see what has been accomplished inside so far. Enjoyed the glimpses of what is going on inside the terminal building so far. Enjoy the discussion throughout the night and give us your feedback at the end of it. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of the evening.